Jesus. Alright, let's talk about Narc. Now, I'm not gonna mince words here. Everything about Williams' Narc is batshit insane. It's the 80s action movie of video games, even more than the ones that were actually based off 80s action movies. It's fast-paced, carries a strong anti-drug message, and, while I can't confirm this, may have been conceived by a serial killer. Actually, it was Williams Entertainment and designer Eugene Jarvis who would go on to make the amazing Smash TV. Featured prominently in local arcades, that one scene from the first Ninja Turtles movie, and the super successful Saturday morning cartoon The Power Team, Narc puts you in the shoes of
Max Force and Hitman.
Two narcotics agents dispatched on Project Narc, an all-out license-to-kill mission to take out the drug kingpin, Mr. Big. No sleeves required. That said, you will require a biker helmet with a darkened visor to be worn at all times. Because no one can know the sins you've committed today. Armed with an automatic weapon in one hand and a goddamn rocket launcher in the other, you'll fight your way through the streets killing and arresting, but mostly killing, criminals while collecting contraband and ammo, all while racking up a body count higher than Jason, Freddy, or Nathan Drake. It's basically the absolute reverse of what you would expect to happen when a drug supplier yells out, "Narc!" Even the car is ready to shoot somebody. Okay, yes, to be fair, you can arrest people too. And the game actually encourages you to do so by giving you way more points for an arrest than a kill shot, assuming they can be arrested in the first place. That said, unless you're bringing a friend, a shitload of quarters, a cheat code, or an enormous set of balls, trying for a 100% arrest rate is not a practical option. Especially when you're up against lunatics like these.
These are Washington, D.C.'s toughest criminals. The Das Loft Gang. Spike Rush. Sergeant Sky High. Drug Addict. The HQ Posse. Dr. Bad Vibes. And Kinky Pinky. All suspects should be considered armed and dangerous. And potential sex offenders.
All of this leads to a big climactic battle with Mr. Big himself, the drug kingpin in a wheelchair who... Just kidding. It's actually a giant head on a platform that is infuriatingly difficult to beat. This game's version of Winners Don't Do Drugs was neither subtle nor peaceful, but looking back at this footage, I guess I only see one winner on the screen right now. If you want to play Narc today, odds are you won't find an arcade cabinet close by, but that said, the game was ported to the NES, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore 64, Atari ST, and the Amiga. But if you're fortunate enough to own a copy of Midway Arcade Treasures 2, you can enjoy a port of the original arcade version. So to close this out, here are my final thoughts on Narc. It's been an illusion. A massive, drug-fueled illusion. Notice how you only see one kind of enemy until more pop up on your car's vid screen? Notice how everyone on the street suddenly looks like one of those people? Notice that guy's body blowing up in 4 different directions? You've been on drugs this whole time. Those are people you've been shooting. Are you even a cop? Who the fuck really knows? What's behind those visors? Not any kind of human being, that's for sure. Ever hear of the expression, when you have a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail? You're the hammer in this metaphor. The nails? People. Innocent people. And why? Because a video screen in your murder car told you to? Those don't even exist. Cars can't tell people what to do. Well, maybe in Knight Rider, but Michael Knight was no murderer and neither was Kit. The jury still might be out on David Hasselhoff, but Knight Rider didn't do shit, okay? Man, I could really go for some drugs right now.
I'm the one who